back. GSL Code S results in Naniwa is the first out of the group.
Totally awesome.
Yeah, it's great. We actually know Naniwa fairly well out here.
Of course, he's been out here a long time, man.
Always, we see it.
Really good kid.
The other tournaments we cast nationally, so he's a really nice guy. So it's really cool to see him move on. And he was clearly the best player of the group so far.
He was
clearly the best player.
Yes, he was. Well, we'll see how this is going to go now. Puzzle against MVP. I think Puzzle might win the group. It's in second place, rather. Like out of this group of players that's left. Puzzle, a very strong Protoss player, a top-end player indeed. Waving air into himself.
MVP looking pensive. He's finally back in Code S. Is he about to get knocked out again?
Might be.
It might be. But you never know. I mean, that might have just been 2 fluke games, but
could be.
I always wonder actually what it would be like to be just like the absolute best for a. How long was he basically the best for? What would you like?
He was tied with
seven or 8 months.
Yeah, with him and ST were basically the best players in the world for a very long time.
Undisputed. Like, I wonder what that's like to then go from that to, all right, now all of a sudden everybody's really hard to beat. I wonder what that does. What that's like psychologically.
I think that I don't think it's actually that bad. It's like maybe a little slightly embarrassing or something, but
just it's weird.
You're already the best. Like, you can do it.
It's a good way to put it. I like that.
Just a positive basis.
All right. All right, let's go, guys. Round number 4 in the GSL Code S. All right, in the upper left, we have our Protoss player losing to Naniwa. Can he beat the Game Genie Terran? His ideas. Flair's Puzzle. His opponent in somewhat of a slump compared to, StarCraft II history. We have none other than I am MVP. All right, let's see if the Game Genie Terran still has all the codes necessary to beat this.
Dude, it's time. Up, down, left, right,
left, right. B-A, select start. It's a 2-player game. God damn it, Artosis. Not a 1-player game, man.
That's I only play 1 player.
You never did 2-player Contra?
No, I did. Well, no, I use it for Life Force a lot more. Life Force.
I actually have made this goal a while ago that I was going to be the original Contra on NES, and I can get to the last level, but then I die. But I got to get back on that.
I hate it when that happens, man. Do it.
Well, the problem with Contra is those levels with the so half of it's like a side scroller, you know what I mean? Then it's like it's sort of like it's supposed to be 3D, like you're going down the hallway. Those levels are ridiculous.
Wow.
And they got the dude that with the red dudes that they're jumping around, and there's green guys coming out. It's like, watch out, here comes the electricity, I gotta jump.
Yeah. You gotta start training again, man.
I do. I'm not even joking. I'm actually going to do it.
Do it, Tasteless. I'd love to see
I'm going to try to beat Contra.
Tape it.
I will.
Tasteless beats Contra.
I'm motivated now.
Excited to see it.
I did beat Kid Chameleon. And if you've ever played Kid Chameleon, then you know. And not by cheating,
I know.
not by level warp.
At every single tournament, I watch you and Pain User bond again over Kid Chameleon. Every single time.
Somebody find Pain User. Somebody go find Pain User. Ask him about Kid Chameleon. He'll know.
He'd be like, brah. Oh, it was hella gnarly.
Dude.
Gnarliest game, brah.
Pain User knows, man.
He does.
He does. Next, I got to beat Contra.
Do it. All right.
Starting from GSL Season 2, the dual streams, second stream will start from 1 p.m. So visit website for more information. I want to make sure you guys all know that. That's why I read that just like that. And that's going to be for Code A.
Cool. I actually, I love when Code A's on, man. There's so many matches to watch from Code A.
Well, what the beautiful thing about Code A is that the matches are basically as good as Code S. I mean, you know, we have so many good players down there.
Oh, absolutely. It's
I remember
really cool.
when you and I were casting Code A in the infancy of the GSL, but just seeing like people just run into siege tanks, the Schnarps.
Oh God. Let's not bring that up. It actually puts me in a bad mood.
He's in siege mode, Lion-O. What do I do, Schnarf? He just like runs into the siege tanks and gets blown up. I'm like, really, guys? All right, this game's starting to pick up. We got 5 racks, no gas here for the Terran.
Yeah.
With a very gradually teching Protoss.
Yeah, it's very standard from Protoss, from MVP. This build, it's been a little bit more popular in the GSL lately. Finn was doing it a lot the other day, OGS Finn. But, you know, MVP obviously doing it here now. It's a strong build, and he's just going to move out this group of Marines to clear the Watchtower, and then the rest should come.
Do you think Finn's going to do that awesome strategy where he just sends 8 SCVs out and attacks, then loses? Because that actually deserves an award. That was like the worst strat.
Well, you know what? If he sent SCVs with this right now, he would probably be able to get the Nexus. That's my thought. You know, the Robo came really quick this time from Puzzle, so
this is like the bravest stalker in the world.
Is a lot
He's
of
like, bring it on, 14 Marines.
He was like that.
Yeah, man. He's like, come at me, bro.
All right, well, watch this, Stasis.
This is going to be cool. Okay, get ready for coolness. This is a cool trick. Is he going to do it?
No, he's not going to.
Oh, I thought he was going to do the force field trap.
It looks like he barely couldn't reach, but
yeah, maybe that's
he was just trying to get any extra hits. But now with these force fields, if he force fields, he should be fine. All right, that was pretty well done. He just doesn't want to lose any of these sentries, and that was actually just about as good as you could have done, Puzzle. Good work, Puzzle. You know what? Guys, give it up for Puzzle. I know you're sitting alone in your room and stuff, but that was actually pretty sick. That was actually
that was second
perfect control from Puzzle. He just did everything exactly right, and MVP's little Marine pressure did nothing. That was like it ended up being completely worthless other than just getting him to power up, which is nice. But I mean, no damage done. Great job. And in fact, MVP's going for another command center. Not ticking up yet. He is getting his gases, but going straight for that extra command center now. I want to see if he's going to go like super mass bio from here, which is cool because, you know, this is actually something that I've been seeing as more and more StarCraft 1 players get better and better at StarCraft 2 in the ladder. A lot of Terrans are going, like, really focusing on just macroing out Marine Marauder. Like, huge, silly amounts. And yeah, we see a lot of macro from StarCraft 2 players, but it's like a different feel to it, where they are just like, whoa, you have so many, and you're using them. Basically, you're saying, I have so much, I control the map right now, and then they get to expand a little bit more and stuff like that. It's like a neat style that's popping up. So I'd love to see that here out of MVP, but we'll see. I think he's going to go right into his factory in Starport right this moment, which, of course, is the right choice. He does have his 4 gases up. But no! He is going to go for it. He's adding 2 Raxes.
Oh, sick.
He's adding 2 Raxes before going for any sort of factory or support. So he's actually going for the style that a lot of StarCraft 1 players are actually doing on the ladder right now. And wow, this is actually so exciting to see that he's doing this.
It's like this mega power infantry build.
Now, when you see this...
There's a surprisingly large number of infantry when you do this. So this is actually really cool.
Puzzle has an observer out, but he hasn't seen that this is exactly what's going on. It's in the base, but not in the main. Now, and you got to be careful here.
I was going to say, cancel that pilot.
Oh, man, yeah. But, yeah, Puzzle should not be really attacking. MVP actually should scan that. There you go. Good choice. All right. I mean, this is an okay little thing, but he's going to have to probably turn around after this.
The concave will always beat the convex in situations like this. He should turn around right now.
He's actually overextending here.
Now,
the thing is, you want to scout to see if they're doing this.
He just shot one of his own Marauders.
Because when they have this many racks, because right now he's up on 7 racks and he has 2 reactors right now. But when they have that many, you need to save your sentry energy. You shouldn't be attacking this. The only thing they're doing is making units. You're not going to kill. Unless they really screw up, you're not going to kill. You need to go home and get your splash damage. You need to have enough force fields to hold off the ridiculous amount of bio. They've given all their tech for macro, so you need to go for your tech to kill off that macro. And he is getting stormed, so he has to stay alive till he has some Psy Storms out, basically.
Okay, now here's the moment where... Oh, no, excuse me, he's going to back up. There's going to be this moment where, yeah, a ton of infantry units are going to start pushing across the map. If he's timing this out right, he should get there before Storm. But
well,
I guess he's not going to move out.
I think he's because he has the third base going down or getting ready to go down.
Well, no, I think
he's just going to wait until he has his medevacs out. He wants to get a few medevacs and just do like this swarming Terran style where he just has so much that if you move out, he just kills you, man. He has like an arc. He just runs in and gets you. But he's going to need to get a Ghost Academy pretty quickly here because High Templars with no Ghosts around are going to do a great job against this.
A lot of this will also depend on whether or not the Protoss stays in the middle of the map or if he stays up on the high ground where he's safer on his base. Most Protosses would actually be in the middle of the map thinking that they're probably safe because they would expect a more gradual Terran tech.
Yes, and
so that's...
In fact, this style, in fact, to speak even more to that, Tasteless,
sure, please,
really makes the Zealot much less worthwhile. And it's funny because... this is actually getting really complex, the stuff I'm about to try to describe. For instance...
better do it fast because he's moving out.
Yeah, these Zealots, you watch a normal game of normal styles, and you're going to see Parting use a lot of Zealots and lose a lot, but he keeps up with the Terran because he knows the production. But this is more production.
Here we go.
So this is actually, these Zealots are not going to be so worthwhile, even though Charge is going to finish.
Okay. Ideally, he would like to snipe the Templars. He's trying to burn out the Storms so that there's no energy. And, well, let's see if this works. Note that, again, the factory, pro tip here, factory in the way. That could, occasionally Stalkers might hit the factory instead of the actual army.
Well, there's a lot of Storms.
Oh, nice dodge.
Oh, good Storms right now. And, well, the Storms are going to be what is so crucial here. But notice he has so many units, and those Zealots not really doing what he wants them to do.
Pretty intense engagement there. He is now getting the Ghost Academy.
Is right. The supply staying higher for MVP by a bit.
Now, I think, if I'm seeing this correctly, the Puzzle's going to be fine, but he can't leave his base, which means the fourth base for MVP is going to be very easy to secure.
Well, what needs to happen right now is he needs to get more and more splash damage. You need a lot of splash damage to deal with something like this. And with Ghosts on the way, it's going to be hard because MVP's given himself this map control. Exactly as you said, Tace, this Puzzle can't really leave against this huge macro advantage of MVP. And during this macro advantage, he's getting his tech up. He's getting his upgrades going more. It's a very solid style. He is coming out now. But MVP has to be careful.
Whoa. I was going to say, I don't know if you should be moving out like this.
He's got to be careful. If he hits a storm, what?
Okay, he got one Storm up, but I believe there was enough energy between those two.
Oh, it's because of the drop in the third base.
Okay, we actually missed that.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't, but that was missed.
Everyone missed it.
Everybody missed it.
Anyways, that was a nice move by MVP as he was trying to run up there to deal with it, sniping some High Templars. But there's a good number of High Templars out. There's 4 right now, and it's cool to watch MVP do this style. We haven't seen StarCraft.
All right, here we go. He's going for it, but don't forget there is a drop up here. What are the upgrades on the infantry, Artosis?
We only got +1 and nothing for our Protoss player yet, just now starting his upgrades.
Oh my god, I think... Well, actually, no, the Immortals here, they're doing a pretty damn good job of taking out the Marauders.
They are, but that drop is still up there. Not doing a lot of damage, though, because he has been microing. He's been busy microing the rest of his army, trying to take out as much as he possibly can, but he is taking out the army, and look at the supply difference.
He's actually winning his fight. They're fighting everywhere.
Wow, man. 142 against 114 right now. MVP's doing a great job, and his macro is continuing to flow. His 4th base is halfway done, but his medevac's very low right now, and his units are in the deep red.
We're almost at the tipping point. MVP can end this potentially.
Yeah, there is that possibility, but
he hasn't even. He's not reinforcing. I'm sorry.
Sniping those High Templars.
Yep.
Not even with the snipe, just with his units, and that factory in the middle blocking Zealots from coming in, hurting him, hurting off more of the economy. Great play here by MVP.
Note he's staying mobile. Here come the reinforcements. And yeah, I believe it's a tipping point. You can actually see that for just a split second, we saw Puzzle shake his right hand for a minute. He's been microing so hard.
This has to be frustrating for him, Tasteless.
Well, you can just see that the MVP is just out of control. There's just too much everything tearing right now.
I am loving this, Tasteless.
Really nice style here by MVP.
Storm
this
all
is the
over
MVP.
GG. All right, I have a lot to say about this. Okay, I'm actually getting some chills here right now, man. This is StarCraft 1 Pro Gamer influence in a StarCraft 2 Pro Gamer game. I do not know, Tasteless, exactly which Pro Gamer came up with this, okay? But this is something I have only been seeing from StarCraft 1 pros playing in StarCraft 2 right now, which, of course, you guys don't get to see. They aren't playing in these leagues yet. But to see MVP take this, which, hell, as far as we know, maybe he is the one that actually came up with this, but this is being popularized on the ladder by them. This is actually getting me really excited. It's getting me a little bit wiggly and jiggly. You can see the future coming right now.
Well, you know what's actually really cool about this build is I think even on other maps, this build would be even better.
Yeah, it's
the third base. I mean, the maps where the third base is hard to secure. Think about how good that build would be on that map.
Oh yeah, and it's good against the style where you're using a lot of zealots early on because again, look at the way, for instance, Parting, the best PvTer in the world, plays. He's always kind of trading units for units, but you get so many racks so quickly with this that as soon as people start trading units, you start to win.
Yeah,
because you have more units than you should.
A Marine Marauder Ball so strong is the fact that when you stim them, well, obviously they attack fast, but the range that they have, everything gets damaged immediately. I mean, for instance, with an Immortal in a battle, the Immortal's like doing that crab walk in the back sometimes, or you get roaches. They can't all do the damage at once. But yeah, if you're able to power up with that kind of infantry and just delay your tech, when it's actually time to start fighting, everything starts to melt. Like the Zealots they do not actually last for more than a few seconds, and then it's just Stalkers and everything else.
Yeah, and
then that stuff melts.
Against this style, you actually have to be very careful with how you move out and how many Zealots you make. You have to have a lot of splash damage. I totally endorse going Colossus style against this. If you get up
like Turtle Colossus style?
Like I want to see someone with this style try to take out Genius. If you can take out MVP Genius with this style, I think you're a god, because his type of style, I feel like, is the great counter to that. That's how I try to go about it, at least. Next map going to be Daybreak. What style will MVP use on this map? Not so sure that same style is going to be as effective.
No, this map is a little bit...
too many chokes.
Yeah, too many valleys. All right, Puzzle against MVPs here at the GSL Code S.